everyone, it's Ange from Ange RNY here, coming to you with my week 54 post-op update. Sorry about my voice, I ended up sick. I will explain that in a minute. I had surgery on March 7th, 2018 at Guelph General Hospital in Guelph, Ontario, Canada with Dr. Jules Foutain-Long. I am 5'7", 40 years old as of yesterday, and my highest weight was 343.6 pounds. My surgery weight was 316.4 pounds, and today I come to you at 214.4 pounds. So from my highest weight, that is a loss of 129.2 pounds. From my surgery weight, that is a loss of 102 pounds. And from my week 53 weight, that is a gain of 1.4 pounds. So I don't have any clips of Numi and I, but she's more the vlogger, whereas I just pretty much do my weight loss every week. She does the various clips, so I don't know if she's posted or edited and posted her video yet, because she ended up not feeling so great after the weekend either. I guess I gave her my cold, or she might have ended up sick from something else. I don't know. Sorry, Michelle. But pretty much I didn't eat too much like an asshole over the weekend. I mean, like I did have some cheesecake, and I did have some like crackers and some other stuff. But I didn't do too badly. I did actually over the weekend see 212.6 pounds at one point, and that was a 2-pound loss from Friday to Saturday, because I did, even though I did my video on Friday, I did weigh in at like 214.4 today's weight. I did lose 2 pounds. Pretty much I went and got Numi on Friday morning, like I said I was when I posted my video. And then, so a couple of days up until that point, I'd been having a bit of a sore throat, like just on this side, twinging a little bit. I wasn't sure if it was gonna end up in anything or whatever, but I didn't think anything of it, because it was just kind of coming and going. So then I went and picked up Michelle, and my husband had an appointment that day, so I had to get back and bring him the car, because he had things that he had to do for my birthday party, which we had on Saturday, and for his doctor's appointment. So Michelle and I decided to go for a walk to the closest dollar store, because there were some things that I needed. Silly me thought, going for a walk was a great idea. Haven't really been able to exercise much over the winter. Actually, not at all, because it's just, we've been in the truck a lot, and it's just been super cold and lots of snow, and it wasn't too bad of a day. It was windy, it was chilly, but once I put on my winter coat, I didn't even have to do it up. I was fine. Had a sweater on as well. So the nearest dollar store from where we were was a 5-kilometer walk. So I think I bit off a little bit more than I could chew, because I'm not used to walking that far anymore. And so we got 4 kilometers. And then I was like, no, I'm too sore. So I'm getting all these aches and pains. My hips are hurting, my calves are hurting, my ankles are hurting, my knees are hurting, my chest was hurting because I was carrying a backpack and I did have some stuff in it. So probably about 10 or 15 pounds worth of things in the backpack at that point. My chest was hurting, my back was hurting. And I thought this was all from walking, which I come to later learn, I think it was a combination of both walking and being sick, getting sick. So we were approximately a kilometer away and I just was like, no, I just can't do this anymore. Let's go back, go hit up the Shoppers and go hit up the GNC. I had found a Whole Foods too. I stopped in there. I bought a bunch of chocolate. She thinks I'm crazy because I am a big advocate of sugar-free chocolate. I have some almost every single day. One or 2 rows, it cures my craving. It's once a day, and then I don't crave for the rest of the day. And I think I look really blotchy. I think I'm starting to run a fever again, which is great because I'm back out on the road, as you can see in the truck. Yes. So that and the gummies. I wanted her to try the gummies, but I couldn't. I wanted to find. I get what's called Smart Sweets, and they're sweetened with stevia, and for a whole bag, I think it's like 90 calories, and it's like 3 or 4 net grams of carbs, approximately, depending on what kind, because there's the Swedish fish, there's fruity gummies, gummy bears, sour gummy bears, and Sour Patch Kids type deal that you can get. I think it's like 19 to 23 grams of fiber per bag. And I found a really nice combination for me is that if I take like a row, maybe 2 at the very most 2 rows of the Lily's sugar-free chocolate, or I found another one called Coco Polo that's also sweetened with stevia. I will do no more than 2 rows of that and chop it up and put it in my serving of yogurt, because I get plain yogurt, and then like half a bag of the gummies that cures my sweet craving, that some days can be quite incessant. It's not necessarily great because it's still junk, but from the chocolate, and this is how I justify it to myself, from the chocolate and the gummies, I'm getting a lot of fiber that I don't normally get. And it actually does keep me quite regular. So it cures that craving, it gives me fiber. It's not the greatest option, but you can't go wrong. I mean, I'd rather search out the healthier options for me than get the regular stuff and that's full sugar and whatever, right? So, sorry, fixing the phone. So, she thinks I'm crazy. That's okay. So yeah, so then that night we went down in the pool, which she absolutely loved. Now, the pool and the hot tub in our hotel the pool is pretty much room temperature all the time. Unless it's like really, really cold outside, then the water's a lot colder. The hot tub is always nice and hot. Like it usually takes me 3 to 5 minutes to crawl into the hot tub because it's that hot. was cold to me that day. The hot tub felt like I was crawling into a warm shower. And they're like, oh, this is so nice, and this is so warm and so hot. And I'm like, you guys are crazy, because it's not. It's cold. And then proceeded to go back to the hotel room where I started running fever and proceeded to pass out. And at some point when I passed out, my fever broke, and then I woke up and my throat was completely covered the next day, and started getting a bit of a frog cough. Yeah, so great. I'm celebrating my 40th and I'm sick, and I've got a bunch of people coming, and I've gotten sick. So I feel really bad. And I really hope I didn't get Michelle sick, because, yeah, I don't want to do that. I try not to share it with my husband when I get sick. Unfortunately, we live in a truck together, so it's not always easier to do that. So, Saturday we pretty much just vegged for most of the day. My friends started showing up. And I think we had a pretty damn good time. A lot of music. My husband pulled out the guitar several times. We were drinking. I made a drink that didn't really do much of anything for me and the several people who were drinking it, so I will never make it again. It was an experiment. It failed miserably. Tried something that was healthier, and yeah, just didn't work. But that's okay. So, it's not open. So, sorry, my husband's driving right now, and he's worried that the scale is open. So, pretty much, that we had a great time. Some dancing, some singing, just hanging out, and a lot of chatting. And then Sunday, it was just a veg day, really. I ended up taking Michelle home about 1 o'clock-ish. And then came back, and my husband and I went to get our brothers for dinner and hung out for a few hours. And then, yeah, that was pretty much the weekend. It was good. Got some time off. Now I'm back out on the road, still sick. So I think Sunday I weighed in at 215. Saturday, like I said, I weighed in at 212.6, I think. 212.4, whatever it was. Or no, sorry, Monday I weighed in at 215. Sunday I weighed in at 214.4. I like that number, apparently. Hopefully I get away from it, because I really don't want to stay at this number. But yeah, so 215 on Monday. But like I said, I've been sick, so I've been drinking a lot of NyQuil and DayQuil and taking some Tylenol. I probably am retaining a lot of water. One of my legs has gotten really sore. I got this once before. I think I mentioned it in some previous videos a few months back, where I got this really sore spot on my arm, and then I got a really big bruise from it. And I think I might have even showed a picture of it. And I don't even know how, because I didn't hit anything. It just pretty much occurred overnight while I was sleeping. Well, the same thing's happening with my calf muscle, and it's all the way up into my thigh. So I imagine that I've got some swelling going on, and I guarantee I'm retaining some water. So we'll see what next week brings. what I've been thinking a lot about lately, and it's definitely time to start working out. This first year I've spent a lot of it sedentary, sitting in the truck, just letting tool work for me. Now I need to work the tool, and if anything, that 6-kilometer walk on Friday, because we did walk a kilometer back before we ended up jumping on the bus at one point, to come back the rest of the way. It showed me that if I start working out, I can start losing some pretty damn good weight really fast. So, you know, if that's what continues to go forward once I do start working out, then so be it. Like I said in the last couple of videos, my husband and I got the rollerblades, so we're just waiting for the weather to change, things to get warmer. You know, now it's going to start flooding a lot. We're going to have those last few gasps of storms and cold, and I got some yoga mats, one for me and one for my husband. I've got a lot of, on Pinterest lately, I've been actually saving a lot of home workouts that don't require any extra equipment to do, and definitely once it warms up enough and the ground is dry enough, that is something I'm going to be doing, is getting out of the truck and doing those workouts, because it's time. And winter's ending, thank God. Please warm up, because I need warmth. This cold thing, it's not working for me no more. I've been dealing with winter since the middle of September. And yes, I really have. We drive through the mountains, and it started snowing and getting cold in the mountains in September. So, yeah. Enough is enough now. 6 months of winter is more than sufficient. So, anyways, on that note, I'm going to say bye until next week, and y'all take care. Thank you for those who are newly subscribed. Thank you to those who have been here all along or come along the way, and I hope y'all have a great week. Take care. Thank you. Bye.